Good morning. I'm hoping that this is restreaming out there. I have a box on here that asks me to log into my Restream account and continue with Google, and I've tried to do that, but it doesn't recognize any of my passwords. So I'm going to try to go ahead and do my devotion, then figure it out afterwards. I can't change the title or the heading to this devotion, but that's okay. Um, Yeah, I there's a lot of addictions out there. It's amazing what addictions you find out there. I read one, or I heard of one, that is this guy's addicted to brake fluid. Yeah, brake fluid. You heard me right. But he swears, he can stop anytime on a dime. That's not maybe not a bad addiction. You heard the saying, "Birds of a feather flock together." Well, there are some birds that are more so that way than others. For instance, crows. You've heard of crows. Well, particularly the Velcro family. They stick together really, really well. Okay, well, enough of that. Yeah, yesterday we had a big day, had a celebration of life for Berta May, 97 years old, lived a full life. And then after that, I jumped in. John was here and he wanted to go see his grandson play football, and we've got some folks, some young people playing football in the junior high team. So I rode with him to Sargent to watch them play. They did a wonderful job. I mean, the kids played really hard and really dominated the game. That was fun to go and encourage those kids. Good job, guys. And then we came home in time for Bible study. And by the time I went to bed, I thought I'd fall right to sleep. Well, wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I was sharing with my friend this morning that I just had an unnatural fear of the future. It was like a panic attack come over me. I don't know that I've had that before, but I really had a hard time sleeping throughout the night. I kept trying to give it to God, say, but it's, and I know it's not that He wouldn't take it; it's that I wouldn't let go of it. I guess but um, yeah. When I was getting ready for the devotion this morning, I kind of kept hitting a wall, and because it didn't help any to read Jeremiah and see how Jeremiah warned of the future being disastrous. Um, he was saying to the people of Israel, or actually Judah, the southern kingdom, he said, you've got a dualistic life. You go to the temple and you go through all the temple sacrifices and all the religious duties, and you keep the feast days and you do all those things on the inside when you're in the temple, but on the outside you act like pagans. And yeah, there's a sense of doom when we rebel against God, and when we pretend to be godly and we're not. God will discipline as He did Judah. And I thought, is that us today? Is that where we're at? Is God warning us to be the same inside and outside in the worship and in the living? Now they went so far as, and well, this isn't us, I said. They went so far as to adopt Canaanite practice of sacrificing children to appease gods. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it is. The biggest Holocaust in history is the killing of the child in the womb. Um, so maybe there is a cause for, well, not worry. We're told not to worry, but for preparation for what might come if we as God's people don't become the same outside as we are inside and stand for truth in the street like we do in the church building. And I guess the other, well, light of hope is the knowledge that even if we go through judgment and we face Babylonian captivity, figuratively speaking, that He still loves us and He's going to be with us He'll teach us what we need to know, and he'll take us through to the other side. And perhaps the other side is the eternal kingdom that he's promised for those who know him and love him. Anyways, yeah, I think we need to look at the hard facts of where we're at and if this is where we really want to be. Well, let's ponder this and remember that though we have some genuine concerns and reason to be concerned, we also have a God who's faithful and who loves us. Father, we just pray that you would give us a faith to overcome the fear, or give us courage to speak truth where there is darkness, and to shed light where there's darkness, and to speak truth where there's lies. Father, show us today how we can be in the street what we are in the sanctuary. And I pray this in Jesus' name.